Brown and Beachy. Heat 12 of the Australian Super Sedan title, brought to us by Taz Truck Refinishing for 2015. The lights go out. The utes go to the infield. The track is ready. The colours are entering turn 3. We are less than half a lap away from the start of the final event of the evening. Heat 12, we are green. Pretty good start from the front row. Smith on the low line. Pascoe gets a better run off turn 2. He'll lead the field down the back straight for the first time, down into the Wally Thomas pit turn. And Pascoe from Queensland leads the way. Brad Smith is second. Ryan Alexander, Beachy and Cody Brown side by side. Jack Childs has gone back to the rear of the pack at the moment as they head down the back straight for the second time. Pascoe, Smith not able to go with Pascoe at the moment. Pascoe showing good speed. Alexander, Beachy in front of Cody Brown. That's important for Beachy because Cody Brown is unbeaten so far tonight as they head off turn 2 and down the back straight once again. And we yellow. Car spun here in turn 4.
Yeah, Jack Charles in the Queensland 24 has gone around, but hot pace at the front, and the man leading's in the quickest time so far, that's Matt Pascoe with a 16.061, but they're all within 0.1 of a second of each other, the top 5 cars. For the people at home can find it on Facebook and also on the internet. Heat 12, ready for a resumption.
Yes, cars entering turn 3, 1 lap in, 11 to go. Pascoe, Smith, Alexander, keep your eye on the youngster from South Australia. He's an exciting young driver. Behind him you've got Cody Brown, Adam Beachy and Jack Childs. They head up into turn 1 and Pascoe, he just looks dialed in here at the moment. The car looks fantastic on the track. Pulls the gap off turn 2, down the back straight, into the pit turn, and Pascoe leads Smith. Alexander, Cody Brown got out of shape on turn 4 but manages to hang on from Beachy. Beachy had to get out of the throttle momentarily, couldn't take advantage of the little error from Cody Brown as they work the back straight once again. They're coming around to complete lap 3. No change, it's still Pascoe, although he's got the gap out to a second now. Back to Brad Smith. Pascoe just looks fantastic out there at the moment. The Queensland 15 entry, one out against the wall. It might be Cody Brown, I think. Coughed up 4th place to Adam Beachy. Pascoe 4 laps in, so 8 to go. Brad Smith still sitting in second. Alexander, Adam Beachy, Cody Brown and Jack Childs. That is your order as they work lap 5. Our race leader, he's well clear. He leads by 1.2 across the line last time. We'll check on that gap now. Back to Brad Smith, it's 1.4. So Matt Pascoe just doing it quite easily out in front, just edging away bit by bit. The yellow Queensland 15 entry just looks fantastic, running high on the track, as is Smith. The next one through is Alexander. Beachy's starting to hunt him down too. Beachy's been the fast man last couple of laps. He's getting onto the back of the NZ car of Alexander. Half race distance now in this one. Won't be long. Pascoe will start to get into some slower traffic. The first one he gets to will be Jack Childs in the Queensland 24 machine. They've completed 7. There's 5 to run. The gap is 1.5 seconds to back to Brad Smith in second place. Then Ryan Alexander would be the next one. He's got Adam Beachy starting to close down, starting to hunt off turn 4. Not much between Alexander and Beachy. Up into turn 1. We'll keep an eye on that. The gap first to second with a spitter in turn 2.
Yeah, looks like it's Jack Childs around again in the Queensland 24, so I think that might end Jack's race there in the primary cause of 2 stoppages.
So we're half a lap away from the restart. Pascoe, Smith, Alexander, Beachy and Cody Brown are the 5 cars that we have left on track. It's a pretty good 5. So we come through turn 4. Pascoe will lead them away and we are green for the restart. Away we go. Up into turn 1. And this is the business end of the race. If Beachy was trying to run down Alexander, he's right with him now as they exit turn 2 and work the back straight. Problem is, Cody Brown's right with him. Alexander goes high, Beachy goes low, gets alongside, but Alexander gets a better start. Cody Brown sitting behind them. He's watching, just waiting for one of these younger drivers, although he's probably younger than Beachy, to make a mistake as they head off turn 2 and down the back straight. No mistakes from our race leader, Pascoe. He's got the gap out to 0.7 after 1 from the restart. It's out to 0.9 now. So he's just edging away once again in the 15 car. Off turn 2, Pascoe. Smith to be next. Alexander, he's got a bit of a gap now back to Beachy, who's fallen back off the back of the NZ car. Starting a little bit out of shape on turn 4 there. Want to be careful because Cody Brown is lurking right behind him. Remembering, folks, these two were 1 and 2 in the points coming into this last round of heats. Coming around to get the white flag this time is Matt Pascoe, the 15 car from Queensland, crosses the line. Brad Smith is second, Alexander's third, Beachy, Cody Brown, up through turns 1 and 2. It's going to be a comfortable win here to Pascoe, and very, very handy points going into tomorrow night. Pascoe takes a win, Smith home for second, Alexander in for third, Beachy for fourth, and Cody Brown rounds out the field in 5th place. I'm not sure what that will do to the points, but I am sure one thing, that very shortly Nathan's probably going to hand me a bit of paper with the provisional points at the end of night 1.
Yeah, we look forward to that. We'll bring that to you very shortly. But Matt Pascoe, a West Australian-owned car, the car owner.
We had to get that in, didn't you?
Yeah, Rick Mazzara, the car owner, is here this weekend with a couple of his mates, so a big hello to them. Caught up with them earlier today, and Rick does an enormous amount for Speedway right across the country, and has got Matt Pascoe in some pretty good equipment for a tilt at this weekend's Australian title.
Thanks very much down here with the sweet chassis car, and Matt, you've certainly got to be pretty happy with the car tonight.
Yeah, we've had a third, second and a first. We've got to start out of 6 tomorrow night, so we've got to make the most of that one, but that win definitely helped. I think Brad was giving me a bit of tap on the back there, wasn't he, at the end?
Oh, he was close to you, but if you perform like you did last weekend in Hobart, I very much doubt that'll be a problem.
Yeah, the car feels good. I reckon we can do the 40 laps with it, so yeah, pretty happy at the moment.
Guy?
Yes, Andrew.
Just tell him he's the lead. He and Locklear only are the leading point scorers at the end of tonight's racing.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's a good start for sweet cars, isn't it?
Yeah, that definitely is sweet. Thanks.
All the best to you and the rest of the weekend, Matty. Thanks very much for your help tonight, Andrew.
No problem. Thank you, Guy.
And your Western Australian mate there.
Not a problem at all, Guy. It's been a pleasure so far, and I'm looking forward to night 2.
So,
Matty, solid way to end of the night. Top of the points for you. A sweet car in second behind you. Heat win. She's all apples at the moment.
Yeah, the first heat we finished third, but we had a better car to go forward further, but just the track didn't allow us to do that. And then so we had our 2 rear heats pretty much in the first 2, which makes it hard on when the track's fast. But yeah, once it slows down, yeah, we had a front row and got away a little bit, I think. But yeah, we ended up winning that one. So.
And you got a rear start to finish tomorrow night, but top of the points gives you a bit of confidence leading in, I suppose.
Yeah, definitely. With the rear start tomorrow night, like we had to be up somewhere near the front to give us a chance to start up the front tomorrow night in the final. So, and we'll try and make as many as we can tomorrow from 6 and just see what happens.
And she seems to be a bit of a tricky track to get a hold of at the moment. A few of the guys are struggling a little bit on it. You guys looked all right in that last heat once that track started to widen out and slicking off.
Yeah, the cush was there and it was just a bit too fast. Like everyone was just running on the cush, like the bottom was too slow. So that's why probably everyone's just running on the top line. But then the cush started disappearing in certain spots, so it was like tricky. Yeah, you had to sort of get on the cush here and then float it through the next part of the cush. And yeah, and the car's working pretty good and doing it pretty easy at the moment. So all we got to do is one more change for tomorrow night and for the final, and that was pretty much a practice run for tomorrow night. So the car was nice.
Well, that was a practice run, I think you said, mate. Rick and the boys that come over to watch, it's a big party here for you guys.
Oh, I hope so, but yeah, anything can happen. It's 40 laps. Like Lachlan was leading all the Grand Prix 2 weeks ago and done an all-on last lap, so anything can happen. So we'll just have to wait and see till the last lap when we get that checkered, like if we can.
Very true, mate. Best of luck for tomorrow night. Congrats on being top point scorer tonight.
Yeah, no worries, thanks. And just like to thank Crane Corp, Rick Massara and his family for helping me out with the car, and yeah, Liam and James, my dad, and Shane Lau and all the rest of the crew that come along and help us all weekend.
Thanks, mate.